and welcome to the Reflection Show with me, Martha Inspires. It is International Men's Day in November, and we just can't wait to celebrate the men in our lives, our fathers, our mothers, our brothers, our husbands, and our boyfriends. You know, most times we say we focus so much on the girl child or the women, but I want to have a conversation focusing on the men as well. Tell us that some of the things that you want us to do better. Without you, we cannot, live. And without us, you two cannot live. We need each other to be able to complement each other for purpose. So today's conversation will be delving into what are some of the challenges that men face and what they expect from society. And sometimes we need to also allow these men to express themselves. Some of us think that men are not supposed to cry. You know, when you see your husband cry, be like, hey, man, soon. But come on, sometimes they need to release some of these emotions so that they don't die early and make us widows at an early age. 22nd November at the Martha Inspires Foundation premises, we are having the men's conference. As you know, we've been having our boys empowerment program running for almost 2 years, but this will be the first, kind of men's conference. So I'm inviting every man out there. Are you a student in school, out of school, an elderly man? You have an experience to share. There will be great mentorship sessions. Are you also looking for a mentor to mentor you as a young boy? Great mentors are going to be available on that day, Saturday, November 22nd, right here in Tamale. And also to add, we are recording this episode at Maga's Royal Hotel right here in Tamale on the Cambly to Nayili Road. Once you take the King David opposite junction, just keep going. You just see the junction. The numbers will be on your screen, looking for the right place for your holiday, for vacation, or even your honeymoon. It's Maga's Royal Hotel right here in Tamale. Thank you so much, and I believe that you will stay glued with us. Let's take a break. When we are back, we delve into more.
Welcome to Maga's Royal Hotel, where royalty stays. Right here in Tamale, where the sun blazes rays. In Cambly Palmo, we shine so bright with comfort and class, both day and night. From the rich green lands where farmers grow to the friendly faces that always glow. We bring you warmth, we bring you style. Maga's Royal Hotel makes it all worthwhile. Come feel the thrill, make a royal splash. Our swimming pool is cool and flash, fresh and wide. It's yours to enjoy with families, friends, or just you. And when it's time to move and flex that muscle, our state-of-the-art gym is ready for you. Run, lift, stretch, and feel alive to stay strong, stay sharp, and always thrive. With the state-of-the-art rooms and a spa so serene and conference halls that are crisp and clean, we serve the North with pride so true. Maga's Royal Hotel is made for you. Maga's Royal Hotel is more than a name. It is comfort, strength, and royalty. Call us now on 0502 055555 or 055 4668 786. Maga's Royal Hotel. Dive in, work out, rest like a royal.
Welcome back. It's still the Reflection Show with me, Martha Inspires. I'm super excited. This conversation there. I think we have to do plenty. I have to be amazing men. I nearly said young men. They are not young men. They are men, big men. I have here Mr. Marvin Achia. He's a youth advocate. You see him on the show like many times. And I have here my boss. He taught me radio when I didn't even know how to pull the console. Yawa J down Power Fasasi Radio right here in Tamale, and also a broadcast journalist as well. Komodo Dagbang, is it Dagbang FM? Dagbang FM, also right here in Tamale. He's also a broadcast journalist, and all of them have been very active in advocacy and empowerment and all that. But when it comes to paying attention to men, it's like they're not really seeing a lot, and they have a lot to say. So today they'll be telling us what they think the society sees them as. Thank you for joining me, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, let me start with Mr. Marvin. Right. First of all, who is a man? That's my question. When we say a man, who is a man?
Wow, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
A man is an emotional being just like a woman. A man has his own aspirations, his own dreams, and a man wants to be able to do good by the people around him, mostly. So, yeah, I would just say that a man is a blend or a mixed bag of interesting concepts, but all geared towards success and all geared towards living a purposeful life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you for the opportunity, and it feels great to be on the show as well. So I think this is a very deep question when you say a man, who is a man? Well, it depends on who you are asking and the things you are looking out for. Well, I'll look at the traits. When you mention a man, 3 traits comes to mind. First of all, strength, protectiveness, and responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah, so every man is expected to, always show up no matter what. And so it's a huge task that comes with, I wouldn't say a position, but the name
Being a man.
being a man. So we'll delve into it further
Okay.
as we sail
Obodo.
along.
Okay.
Who are you? Who is a man?
A man is a man. You see, a man is, they have gone with certain definitions, certain explanation. I'll go with a direct dictionary definition of who a man is. A man is the gender opposite of a woman.
Okay.
And you see, so if we are going to go with that, a man is everything a woman is not.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct. It can be controversial,
Okay.
but that's how it's supposed to be. You see, for men to be qualified or to be called a man is itself a responsibility, especially in this part of our world where, certain ideals are placed on, the opposite of women. So for a man, Yahweh has, already said, what should come if you are called a man. Responsibility, leadership, provider, and all that. So that makes you a man. But I do believe that if we are delving, deeper into this conversation, we will understand that beyond, all these super accolades that are identified with men, we are also beings who are weak, who need, partners, who can be overwhelmed by emotions, by the pressures of society and all that. So at the end of the day, we also need pillars. We also need shoulders to be able to lean on when we are overwhelmed.
Okay. Let me come back to Mr. Marvin. Why do you think that society neglects the needs of a man?
Well, because basically the world has become more of a woman's world. And I'm sure it's controversial. But over the years, there have been a lot of championing of, making the women stand out more. And unfortunately, the coin has flipped because, in trying to push the agenda for more women to be empowered, boys or men have been neglected along the line. I think our society now focuses more on competition between the both gender.
Yeah.
And women are winning because it's easier. They were seen to be vulnerable. We need to push them. Men, by their psychological or physical makeup, have been trained not to show emotion, not to express their vulnerability. So because of that, that particular competition is being won by women because they are more expressive, their emotions and all that. When a woman has a challenge, she can easily rant, and then her colleagues will come and support her. If there's a breakup, a woman would just call her friends, they will all come together and insult the...
And we easily feel that the man is the cause.
Definitely. And for some of us who are supportive of women, we sort of have grown to accept that, hey, it's going to be about them. So we have to be at the back end and then see how we take care of ourselves. And that is why a lot of men die early. Because at the end of the day, we suppress a lot.
Yeah.
We are not able to express a lot. So recently I watched a video where a man was speaking about other men looking out for their colleague men
Men
because
supporting men.
men go through a lot.
True.
So it's just a design by society that I cannot pinpoint who started it. I can't say that it's America or Russia
God
who started it.
Yeah.
Or even if it's, I don't think it's God who
Yeah.
started it. God wanted, biblically, God wanted a system where the man is the head.
Yeah.
And then the woman is the help. And let me explain this before people come for me. If God thought that the man was lonely, then it means he thought that the man was vulnerable.
True.
He said, let's create a stronger person that's supposed to be the woman. So between a man and a woman, who's stronger?
The woman.
The woman is supposed to be stronger. That's why women can handle certain emotions. But the modern world has created a softer version of a woman, and it's dangerous because
dangerous.
the power is still in there. So coming out with a soft version means that more lethal, more, disastrous. So, well, that's society for us. So we're here.
Yeah.
We are managing.
I was speaking with a friend a few days ago, and then he said that when God felt that Adam was lonely and, he had given Adam dominion over the earth and felt that he needs a helper. And he asked me a question. If you are doing something and you need help, are you not supposed to look for somebody who is stronger than you to come and help you? So it just drew me back to that conversation.
Much competent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So it means that we are the helpmeet. We have much competence than you. So if there should be anybody who should suppress their emotions, it should be us.
Yes.
Because you were probably crying to God and say,
That's
God, I can't do this. And God said, let me send. But let me come to you, Yao. Why do you think we have gotten to this point? He said that, well, he can't say whether it was society or who even began this thing. But do you think that we are being fair? Let me make my question more clearly. Are we being fair to the men? Even though society has done that, but we have grown. We are learning so much. But why is it that it's like it's still there? What can we do better to support you men when you are emotionally or whatever vulnerable?
That's a very thought-provoking question. But, as my brother rightly said, the setting to begin with, in all respect, doesn't really put men or guys out there. We are usually underprivileged. You get it? Looking at the various adages and all of that, even to be a man now,
Exactly.
you can go on and on and on. These are things that makes us vulnerable in a way because whatever the case, you should stand, firm. You get it? Unlike women or ladies that we can even decide to give them certain privileges ahead of guys, looking at...
Like education?
Yes, even looking at education
Healthcare.
and, with certain allocations,
Jobs,
or
career
recruitment,
perspective.
you get it. It tells clearly the ladies are usually considered. And so what we can do best is to, have, for loss of a better word, but we should have a restructure, you get
Okay.
it? We should think deeply again about how we've, managed to get here. We should rewrite the wrongs. Look, we are all humans as guys. We all, go astray. We all find ourselves in certain difficult situations. And so it's not every time we can stand up very well in every situation. We have our down moments. So let's do a rethink about some of these things and, let's groom the younger generation also very well, letting them know that, look, it's a collaborative effort to achieve everything. Everything shouldn't be left to the guys alone. And so we should have a good, framework for the younger generation that, look, the man is not, in quotes, superior like that or a supernatural being.
Exactly.
You get it? We all have the same blood running through our veins. And so at any point in time, we all need to have that same or similar level of regard to be able to, sail through whatever.
Okay. So you just mentioned that we shouldn't think that the man is more superior. Komodo, do you think that the reason why we feel men are more superior is because of the structure that we came out from?
Absolutely.
And from that structure, what harm has it caused? And what can we do better, especially on that word supremacy? Because if we have to have a partnership, nobody is better than the other person. But when it comes to man and woman, of course, there should be a head. Being a leader doesn't mean that you are on the highest level.
Yeah,
so how do we psych our mind that, yes, even though the man is the head of our home or whatever, but we are on the same level? Because men, some men sometimes feel, excuse me, when it comes to marriage, and they feel they are the head of the home, then everybody, this word of submission has become a big deal everywhere. How do we psych ourselves, even with the men, to understand that they feel that you are the head of the home, but it's a partnership?
Okay, so I want to start from this issue of why we are here. Why are we even having this conversation in the first place? That's because of misconceptions that have people say that when a lie is repeated quite often, it becomes the truth. So the same way with misconceptions. If you hold onto a misconception, a wrong ideal for a very long time, it becomes, a conception, the real stuff, So we've gotten to this stage. Lucky Dube, the South African reggae singer, he has a song he called "Can't Blame You." Yeah, in that music, the intro, if you listen to that song, the intro, what he says first, "I'm trying so hard not to cry, since they say men are not supposed to cry.
Okay.
Who are they?"
Yeah.
That is us.
That is us.
Yeah.
And I think from day one, a man is fashioned into the world. I mean, given birth to not the original fashion, not the Adam and Eve one. Every man were born into this world. So the kind of training we've been given from day one. Me, for example, I can't cook. But my sisters from day one were taught how to cook. I have been to the farm. I cannot recall my sisters going to the farm. Even if they come to the farm with us, they are coming to cook, not to hold, pick up the hoe or the cutlass and do what we were doing. So in that kind of environment, that, you are enforcing the idea, you are putting in the idea that some of these hard works, some of these laborious works are not are for these people. And then this soft stuff are for these people. And so at the end of the day, you would understand that we get to this point where men are in charge. Even in our homes, when there is, let's say, a mouse or a rat appears, they are looking for the man to confront. If there's danger, everyone is looking for the man to confront the danger. But we've all forgotten that we are just human beings.
Yeah.
You see, so I think that if we do away with the misconceptions, if we begin to understand that men are just men, we are just
humans.
nothing more. We are not that.
Different
We are
type
not,
of a human being.
we are not super. You see, if we understand this, I think that we'll get somewhere. You see, there shouldn't even be a competition. We should be at equal level. It should be 50-50.
Yeah.
50-50 in the sense that the energy that I put into the society as a man, the woman must put that same energy. You see, and that is why sometimes we have that problem where people think that, women empower them and then they tend to override you and all that. So they want to keep us. They want to keep, the best we can do is to keep women at that level. Okay. And then somehow a movement came up and said, very vulnerable people in the world are women and children. And they believe if we empower the women, if we continue to speak up for women, children will, won't be vulnerable anymore.
Yeah.
So that is why you have seen that over the years, and in the last 5 decades or so, the conversation has been about how to get women up there.
Yeah.
And now, and so for here in Africa, there is a challenge, and the challenge is that if the Europeans and the Americans, they have moved from equality. And you see them, they're now practically talking about economic empowerment. For example, we can be teachers, you and me, and then as a man, I am paid more than you, but we are doing the same work.
job.
So you see them, you see in Europe and in America, they have want to equal pay, equal this, equal that. They are no longer talking about
The-
you know,
yeah.
the
So
other
the
aspect.
opportunity.
So we have to also get there.
Okay.
We have to, and
We are still crawling.
we have
Okay.
to get there. So you see, this conversation, though,
I'll come back to it. There's a lot you have to say.
Absolutely.
Let me come to Mr. Marvin on this. Let's be practical. What should we do to, I don't know whether to say to meet men the halfway, or what should we do now as everybody watching, as we having the conversation? Maybe let's start from what do men actually need? And what should we as society do to help men? Because it's true, a lot of men are dying a lot. A lot of men are having diseases that they can't even talk about it. There was something I saw on Facebook that it was like a month for someone to die, is it cancer or kidney, before he could now talk about it, because even his wife didn't know. Because anytime he felt sad, it was like, oh, Charlie, you have wife and children at home, you can't be behaving like this.
Yeah.
So what, do you expect from us, or what can we do better for men so that you do not die early? Because when you die, we now become the widows.
Yeah.
So what should we do better to make life easier for you?
All right, that's a great one. I think, first of all, we need to go back to the basics. There's this power play that has to be
I
addressed.
like that word.
Yeah.
If we categorize the roles very well, it shouldn't be about who is superior to who. Both men and women have a very specific role that when they play, in marriages where the roles are being played very well, everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Because the structure is this. Even let's say that men should do the laborious work. Let's assume that there's a mouse and you call your husband. Fine, he will come and get rid of the mouse. Or there's a snake. I mean, let's assume that for a man, he cannot be beaten by a snake, which is a fallacy. But then let's assume, then he will come and do that. Now, what's the role of a woman? Okay, where does a woman derive her power from? The basics is that because you are the help, okay, and you mentioned submission. Submission is just like, I have a mission to travel to Komungu to go do something, and then my assistant, she's the submission. She's on the submission because that's my assistant. But my assistant has to be very smart because she's going to, remind me that we need to be there at 10. She even has to be ahead of her game because she has to even call the people and then make the arrangements and all that. That's where she derives her power. When we get to Komungu and we are going to carry cement and I carry it, that's where I derive my power.
Yeah.
And if women understand that whilst you support a man, you're also carving a path for yourself. That makes you a powerful woman. Because on that mission, definitely when they put everything together and they are saying that, oh, the team came, the man gave the speech, the PA was super, I'm not saying that PAs are women. I'm only saying that in a marriage,
yes.
that's how the structure is. So what will make men happy? The getting rid of the competition.
True.
Okay, it's not a fight, like you said earlier. We are coming together, synergizing to achieve something. Your role is well cut out. It doesn't mean you are supposed to be looked down on. And I also do speak to men that because a woman is playing the submission role doesn't mean that you look down on her. Even the submission role in some marriages are like the super role because when you go to my house, I don't know where the plate is. Sometimes maybe I'm looking for a spoon. I'll be in the middle of, I'm telling you, yes, I'll be in the middle of the kitchen and I'll call my wife. Wifey, where's the spoon? Okay. What kind of power, overrides this power? So women should understand that. You see, you don't need to wear the pants of a man to be powerful.
True.
You just have to be a great support. And then when that basics is taken care of, then we can now start talking about what do men want. Then when you're able to do that, it just translates into giving the man some peace. giving the man some serene environment to live. Men, what we look out for, okay, especially men in their mid-years, like midlife, peace of mind.
Hey, this
Trust
peace
me.
of mind. Today, people explain that peace of mind.
A man
for me
will
today.
trade anything. I was
Yeah.
discussing an issue with my wife, and I told my wife that, you know, the side chick issue, no? You people can do something about it. As we grow together, just try and don't be toxic. When you try not to be toxic and blame everything on menopause and extra health and everything, and then create a little bit of vibe, even though I know some men will still go,
Yes.
but then
it
you
will
create,
reduce
it will
the
reduce,
percentage.
exactly.
Minimal.
And then she was like, yeah, you're making sense. Because a lot of men want peace, and the peace they want would lead them out there to tragedy, rather. But the peace is that I don't want to come home from work after I've been able to sort all the bills, and then you pick a quarrel with me and you are disturbing me and all that. Men do not like that.
Okay.
So what we
Point
need,
number one.
what we need is a peaceful environment.
So she shouldn't pick quarrels with you.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't like quarrels when we
But
are.
how about some men who still don't pay all the bills and will expect you to pay all the bills as a woman?
No,
And-
that's rare.
That's
Those
rare.
are irresponsible
Okay.
men. Okay, if you are a well-trained man, even if your wife has money more than you, there is a way you go around it. You give her that support to support you back. You don't go folding your arms. Then you, what kind of a man are you?
Yeah.
Like my boss said, you were trained on the farm to do the hard work. So you can't grow up and then fold your arms and say, okay, my wife is working at the bank. She should pay all the bills. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Absolutely.
You need to do
Some
something.
men too, maybe when the woman starts paying 1, 2, 3, then later on they now relax. And
That's still an irresponsible man.
Okay.
That's it.
So for those who are responsible, don't be toxic to them. Point number one.
I get
Yes. But
I get
you
the
see,
twist there.
sometimes
They are good, and unfortunately, this whole thing about men not being taken care of is the good men who are rather being treated like
That's
trash.
true.
Absolutely.
You see the bad guys.
That's why
they're
there is
having
an issue.
the best of their lives.
Yes.
They won't pay bills. The women kowtow to them. They worship the bad guys. The good guys, married guys. When we go out and like they are responsible men, not just married guys, but guys,
Yeah.
men who have girlfriends,
Yeah,
they are taking care of them. You see the white, gray hair growing and all that. Then they are balding because there's too much pressure on them, rather.
Absolutely.
true.
And the bad guys are on the streets every evening. They are just jamming.
Yeah.
They are,
Chill.
they are gymming.
They are gymming and they are looking good. And then the women then turn back and get attracted to them and they are having good time with them, whilst the good men are being maltreated.
Afra, we'll change.
No, so,
Yeah,
okay.
let me come to Yao on this. Let's look at an aspect of marriage and relationships. And sometimes some women tend to play the victim mentality. You know, I agree that sometimes you see that Charlie, what the woman is doing is actually very wrong. There's a story that was on social media about a woman whose husband was outside the country. She's here with their kids, and she has a side cock.
Yeah.
like a boyfriend outside the marriage. And when the husband works and sends her the money, she gives to the boyfriend. And I think there was a quarrel over money.
The guy killed
boyfriend-
her.
And the guy killed her.
And the kids.
And the kids.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Now, I know that these are things that we don't really talk about. I'm moving to the perspective of emotional, mental, physical abuse. We always think that you do it to us. You know, we always think that you do it to us. But I've also listened to a lot of people and I realized that, yeah, even though there are some that can be very crazy and will beat you, but some of the men that may be their first, second time of hitting their women, most times, women, I'm not deviating from us, but most times it has been from an emotional abuse perspective from the woman constantly, repeatedly. So how, you know, what can we tell the women when it comes to these things, how they should stop? Because we also have emotions when it comes to abuse.
Okay. All right, great. For me, personally, or most often, I feel dialogue, you know, good dialogue is the way to go. Being unnecessarily loud doesn't solve any problem. You
True.
get it? Just as my personality, I always want to keep things cool, calm, you know. So, yes, of course, I may have wronged you. You have emotions.
You
in
also
a
have
way,
emotions.
in a way, to show how hurt you are, you can still find a peaceful way or a calm
Dialogue,
way.
I think communication.
Yes,
That's
to
the
do
magic.
that rather than jumping on the issue and probably it's a very delicate issue that has brought about this. If you take time enough to probe further, you'll get to communicate with me. We could probably have a very in-depth understanding into what even brought about the whole issue.
But there are some women, like you are saying, if you want to sit them down alone, kneel down and say, you keep quiet, let me talk, when I free, you also talk. It may still not work.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'm a woman, I don't also like that, but you men don't like, you hate it at all. Women talking about you to people.
Yeah.
When there is an issue.
Absolutely.
So when that happens, how does it trigger for you? And what should we do to stop that so that you do not get, I don't want to say abusive because maybe I am even the abusive first, so that you won't get out of hand. 'Cause when I'm doing it, nobody will see Martha's reaction.
That's it.
But I can talk and shout. All the guys here may say, "Oh, it's okay." When the Jan and bad, yes, sir, that kind of thing. I can even hit you. I've seen some men when a woman hits them, they'll put their hands behind them because they don't want to do any little mistake. But the moment you even do me like this, hey,
The whole world will get to hear.
Some of us, even when they are hitting us, our hands are on our heads.
Exactly. Yeah. Or you walk away.
That's just on a lighter note. But, well, to be able to, the question again.
yeah. So
sorry.
my question is that what can you tell us so that even as you try to make us not talk again when you are trying to bring dialogue, what don't you like when we are solving an issue?
Well, one thing I want to hit hard on is the fact that as a woman, it's needless to go out, as much as I'm cool with my big brother Marvin.
Yeah, you wouldn't want
I don't see the need of you going to him to, tell him a whole lot about.
and we had it under talk to him.
Yes,
So
yes,
if you
yes,
can't
yes,
talk to your husband,
yes.
who can?
We
do
can
that?
be boys. Well,
Yeah.
he scolds me at times.
Yes.
He's a big brother and
I
all
do
that.
that.
But I wouldn't find it welcoming if
True.
my spouse or my partner, something we can deal with at home,
exactly.
you bypass me to go to him, even though I regard him and all that.
Yeah.
I
You
would
also
rather.
have your ego. You're a man.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it's better. That is a big no. If you're a
Okay.
lady out there, you
Point
don't
number two.
you don't have to get into that bit.
Okay.
Whatever it is,
Discuss with your
discuss.
partner.
Try as much as possible.
Okay.
As much as possible. Worst case, probably you can get there. But I know cry at times, and as the same no cry at doors. So some they rather report a total
Unnecessary
yes,
things.
you get
They don't
it. Yes.
focus on the main issue. By the time they will get to
Yes.
the issue, they would have spoken about other things that is not even part
So
of
even
it.
if you get to the point where you can't take it anymore and you have to fall on a friend or a brother, you have
You'll
to be
have to
constructive.
communicate, yeah.
You get it. You need to, because he does even worse than me.
Exactly.
You get it.
Yes.
So
Like that joke of the church member who went to report the wife to the pastor.
Yeah.
Got there, the pastor was beating his
yeah.
wife.
Exactly.
So you just be constructive and whatever lessons or advice he has, also he can help. If that is done properly, I'm not sure as
Wise as everybody is supposed to.
yeah, I would take it
Out of context.
out of context. I would, try and be submissive at that point,
Okay.
and also we'll get to the
All
bottom of the issue very well.
Okay. Kombondo.
In marriage,
Okay.
you see, I'm going to speak. I'm speaking.
As a married man.
Yes, from
Okay.
experience.
How many
You
years?
see,
How many years of
If I may
I,
ask.
I first got a wife in 2017.
Okay.
So, well, it failed. You know the story, and then I got another one. But
God
You
bless
broke her heart. You broke her heart.
you see, but in marriage, first and first, there's this issue that I want to. You see, this marriage, this thing where a man is abroad, then comes to marry a woman, leave the woman here and go. That thing I do not
I saw
subscribe.
one that they were the,
Yes,
the woman
I
was
do
married
not
via
subscribe
Zoom.
to it at all.
Yeah.
So any lady out there, if a man it comes from Europe, America, or wherever wants to marry you, if he's taking you back,
Then that's
fine.
fine, yeah.
But marry you to go and be coming back, Me, as I do not subscribe to it, and I
Okay.
will die before
Why?
that thing happened. Maybe any of my sisters or
Okay.
get into that kind of arrangement.
Excuse me. What
Yes.
if he's going to prepare the grounds for a better future?
That is
for
that
the
is
two of
usually
you?
that is usually what
The
men
story.
say.
But they
And
never
you
come
see
back.
the story, and you see
And you
the
can't
story
leave a
you
woman
just-
for 5 years.
You see the story
for
you
5
just
years.
recounted.
I had a classmate that anytime we had group studies, she couldn't come. There were times we had to go to her house because when she leaves the house,
Yeah,
calls.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One day
Uh-huh.
she
So
got
that
home
is-
after school and her husband had come back without
Thank
her
you.
notice.
And so that's me.
Yeah, sure.
In my very candid opinion,
it's wrong.
it doesn't have to be that way.
Okay.
Then, but if you get into marriage as men, what will you like you people to do to
Uh-huh.
us? Please, the little effort we make, don't question them.
Like what?
You see, I'm a hustler. I mean, the man is a
Yeah.
hustler in marriage. I go out there and then I hustle the whole day. I come home just because every day when I'm coming home, I bring you yogurt. I'm not able to bring yogurt that day. Please. You see, if you wanted an aeroplane and I'm able to give you a car and I say, honey, please manage this one, the aeroplane is
I
coming.
appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate
Don't tell me,
it.
no,
The
what
little
is a
things,
car?
yeah.
What is a car? I said I want an aeroplane. Why are you giving me a car? Those things. You see? And then, of course, we have to also to begin. I like the point you made about dialogue.
Yeah.
You see, we are not just in this for being their sake. We are there as partners. Today, you matter. If you were naked and I am coming, you will begin to close yourself.
Of course.
But if your husband, your partner is coming, you don't care.
Yeah,
So that tells you, you know, certain things have to stay within.
exactly.
So it is not all the time that you just have to run and say, oh, you see this, my husband, he did this, he did that, I don't like it and all that. Speak to him. You see, meanwhile, you could have, you see, that speak to him thing, no? It has broken a lot
of course, communication changes when it moves from
Absolutely.
person to
That's,
person.
that's right.
So what we also need is, we also need some pampering.
Okay.
As I mentioned
So
today.
first point,
see,
don't be toxic.
Uh-huh.
Learn. Don't report your husbands to their friends.
Communicate.
And
Yeah.
I think Mr.
And-
Marvin
and
mentions.
appreciate
I think
your
Mr. Marvin
husbands.
mentioned something about smartness in our partners, in our
Okay.
women.
Yeah.
You see, a smart woman, a smart woman should be able to understand. I mean, as soon as your husband goes out and comes back, as soon as he steps in, you should be able to determine his mood.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he went out there, what he faced.
Yeah.
You should be able to, hey, this my man, he's not in good mood. Though.
Yeah.
And straight away, if you read that he's not in good mood, you should find a way to get him in a better mood.
When we
They
also
are
come
men.
and we are not in good mood, we also find ways
Yes,
to make
we
us-
have to.
it's question
We have
asked.
to. Yes. Now, there are men who will go out there, and when it is time to go home, they are quite,
don't want to.
they are afraid
Yeah.
because they know what they are going home to meet.
Oh.
You see,
Will change.
they are men, they are only going home because they are kids. And just the kids running to them, that is back,
That's the joy that
thing.
they get.
That's what. But for what they go home to me, you see, years back, I was working as a news editor for one of the TV stations in town. And then I had this gentleman in the newsroom. You see, all the time he's married, but all the time he comes to me to talk he talks in the newsroom about the things he does with his side chick.
Yeah.
So one day I asked him, my friend, are you not married? Why are you doing this? And do you know what he told me? He said, this is his side chick, he can't leave her.
Hey.
Because anytime he goes to the side chick, the first and the side chick will hug her,
Hug you.
you know, just hug her, simple thing
pampering.
as hug.
We'll come
But
back
I
to
said the wife,
pampering,
I
but
mean-
sometimes too, you
I mean,
also
please,
need to-
let me
don't-
land-
don't cancel the romance once you get married.
Let me land on
Okay.
that story. You see, but the wife, no, he will go home, enter the room. The wife will not even notice that somebody has come into the room.
The romance is dead.
So you see, these are the little things, you know, that women have ignored and men continue to suffer. So at least, yes, we will do the job that you require us to do. But from time to time, not just the support, you should be able to read us, read our mood, read when this one wants to talk,
Yeah, I think.
and when he doesn't
I have
want
to
to
go
talk.
for a break. When we come back, I want us to look at how do you also communicate your needs to your wife? I think you need to communicate. Okay, when I come back, do this. Hug me this way. So there should be effective communication and building a great friendship with your spouse. Let's take a break. When we are back, we delve into more.
A Youth Empowerment Summit sponsored by Matter Inspires Foundation. It's indeed a very inspiring summit which seeks to educate the youth about future opportunities. Today isn't my first time of attending the Matter Inspires Foundation. I've attended it previously last year and the experience has been better. Today I learned that as youth we should take our own chairs to the decision-making table and make a difference. The only way we can make a difference in the society is to take our own chairs to the decision-making table and to make sure that we voice our challenges out. And as the team says, amplifying youth voices and building legacies. That's exactly what Matter Inspires Foundation seeks to do.
We are here to celebrate with Matter Inspires their 10 years anniversary of inspiring young people in Tamale and beyond. So we are here as a youth and gender advocate as well. I'm here to support Matter Inspires as we try to sponsor this their anniversary. We are here to ensure that young people are inspired, they are empowered, so that they can become great change leaders in our country and beyond.
This year, Pure Earth is partnering with Matter Inspires Foundation in this year's Youth Empowerment Summit, where we look forward to partnering with the Matter Inspires Foundation to be able to advocate for social and environmental change in our community. Through this empowerment initiative, we look forward to mentoring young individuals to become advocates of change. We know that lead and mercury pollution can be solved in our community, and through this, we aim to achieve this with this partnership.
Over the years, we've been able to support quite a number of unemployed youth, PWDs and kids through our digital skills training, our entrepreneurship support training, and our STEM for Kids training as well. We are one of the supporters for Matter Inspires Youth Empowerment Program today. We are into youth, we are into ladies, and we believe that this partnership can help echo our beliefs.
I enjoyed the program. I learned a lot. I learned about inspiration. Mentors came, speakers came, which was very interesting. And I would like to talk about what I learned. Actually, I learned that we should learn to say no. And when we are saying the no, we should be firm, but we should be polite. And also, we should not say the future is tomorrow. The future is now. We shouldn't say tomorrow we will do this. We should start doing it today.
I'm a volunteer of the Matter Inspire. I've come to volunteer myself, and the reason why I'm volunteering myself to the Matter Inspire is that she has been an inspiration to most young ladies like me. I'm a young lady, and being inspired by such a person is very great. Like, you learn a lot of things, and you are being motivated, because she wasn't at this stage. She started from somewhere, then she got to where she is now.
Today we are celebrating our 10th anniversary. It's just only by the grace of God that we are here today. To all of our partners and our sponsors and our friends and family, to every young person who has found the Matter Inspires Foundation worthy to, be available for us to mentor you. We really, really do appreciate. Today is the 10th anniversary celebration. I believe and I see that it's a new season for us. All I just want to say now is that we are happy you came, we are happy you supported, we are happy you partnered, we are happy that you are part of the Matter Inspires Foundation journey. It is just by the grace of God that we have gotten to this point. We are still available for our reading clinic services, all our mentorship programs, and don't forget our TV show as well. So thank you so much for coming, and we are so glad that you are part of our journey. Happy 10th anniversary to all of us. Welcome back from the break. It's an amazing conversation. Personally, I'm getting to understand, the male gender, so that when I marry, I become a very good wife. I'll win Best Wife Award.
Yeah.
So men actually have to be pampered. So if you're a married woman watching this episode, please, today or tomorrow, depending on the time you are watching, less than 1 week, take your husband out to a very nice, wonderful place. It's International Men's Day. It's always funny, if it's Mother's Day, we are saying our husbands and our fathers should take us out.
Yeah.
When it's their birthdays, we'll take them out and ask them to pay. When it's, but this time, get some money and surprise your husband. Buy him gifts. Most of us don't even know how to gift our husband. There's this man that was complaining that he bought the wife, like hairs and bags and makeup products and all that. On his birthday, the wife just prepared plain rice with fish, light soup. That's his favorite. That's the birthday gift. And he was complaining on social media because he eats that once a while. So he wants something,
different.
Not that he can't afford it, but I think to you men,
When it comes from the lady.
yes, when it comes from the women, even if it is just like a watch,
We cherish it.
you can even buy 100 times of that watch, but you feel like, Charlie, I'm the provider, but someone has also given me on that. Now, next to my my question. Now, when it comes to marriage, I'm delving a bit more on marriage because that is why sometimes most of the issues come from and all that. Do you think that religion is also is playing a role in making these differences to be amplified when it comes to the man is the head and then that kind of thing, Mr. Marvin?
Yeah, I think I always say that I don't like to discuss religion because I am not religious. I think I'm spiritual.
Yes.
I only identify with a particular group, a fellowship that I like to go to, which is the Presbyterian Church. But any other person who wants to be spiritual can come along and even join me in my church as well,
Yes.
regardless of the person's background. But practically, when you break the religions down, other religions better manage marriage than my religion, okay, where I've been put, where I've been categorized as a Christian. Because, for example, we're in Tamale, predominantly an Islamic,
Muslims,
and you look at the homes and you realize that most of the women have understood the assignment. Even though I know there are some challenges, but they do understand the assignment because the religion says that do it this way. The man has to be the head. Similarly, in Christianity, it has to be the same thing. And like I said earlier, it's not about a power play. It's about understanding your purpose. And then you would even feel that you are even much powerful playing that role. So yes, I can say that the religious categorization have an impact on the, the role of the man as being the head.
Yeah.
Because maybe in Christianity, we are a little bit liberal, and then women can get up and do whatever they want to do. There's no clear laws that puts a woman in a particular position when it comes to what has to be done in the home. So yeah, I wish the question was deeper because you see, if it has to do with just religion, it's just an aspect of the whole dynamics.
Let me say culture.
Culture, yes, culture. Culture, we are Ghanaians, and you cannot be a Canadian. You are Ghanaian. So if you are a Ghanaian wife, and you want to copy a Canadian wife, then you should know that your home is going to break.
Yeah.
Okay, because your man is wired as a Ghanaian man.
No, we see the movies and you slap your husband, he'll see you start kissing you.
Exactly, and that's a mistake. Social media is actually having an effect on relationships, especially everybody speaking. Every idiot has a phone.
True.
Every wise person too has a phone. So people write stuff on Facebook. I go to Facebook and I'm scared.
A lot of relationship
Yes, because a wrong thing is done and you get about 100 people out of 150 saying that, yeah, the guy did well or the lady did well. And it's having an effect on relationships. But we should go back to the basics. Like my big brother said, there's a reason why we got together to marry.
True.
It was about love. It was about, unity. It should be about forgiveness and all that. It shouldn't be a competition where women want to pepper men. I was saying that the group that they form, like pepper them and all that. Okay, men to form pepper them back. And what happens? Fear women 24 hours, fear men 24 hours. And we are hurting ourselves. When we go back to the basics, you realize that in every religion, the basics have made it very simple. Play this role, the man plays this role. You people grow together, you raise very beautiful family together, and you've made an impact. The thing is that if you're able to raise a family, and you get children out of that family who grow into responsible individuals, you have made an impact. Judgment Day, that's some of the questions. I don't know God's mind. But I'm thinking that you might want to ask about account for the kids we give you, account for the marriage we give
it's
you.
possible.
And not really about a lot of the other things that we think about. Okay, so that's what I can say on that.
Okay, yeah. On that, is there anything you want to add up when it comes to marriage, religion and culture?
In hearing his perspective since he's a pastor.
Say again?
He wants to hear your perspective.
Since he's a man of God. He's not a pastor yet, he's a lay preacher.
I'm a lay preacher.
Oh, okay.
So, man of God, tell us.
Well, basically, I feel religion is there predominantly to guide and shape our ways. As the good book says, the woman will be the backbone. Yes, and being a backbone to someone, it tells clearly how
powerful,
solid or powerful you are. Many a times, men enter into marriages or relationship thinking they are the ogboro, and all that. But if you have it at the back of your mind, as the good book says, that look, this is a supportive, system, a backbone. It tells on hosa. You get it. There's this supreme force that also gets you to do things properly. So if we recognize that as men, that we are not on our own. It's a collaborative effort or a shared responsibility to be able to sail through this marriage. Things will work very well for us.
Yeah, I think that sometimes, in as much as we say 50-50, but I believe in 100-100. I'm giving my all.
That's beautiful.
You should give your all
into the marriage.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping some. I'm giving my all into the marriage. I'm giving your all. If we bring our all, and you also bring your all, but now it's like we are suspecting each other. And I usually feel scared when I hear comments like, hey, don't show a man everything you have or whatever in case of divorce. And I'm like, you are just about to get married. Oh, yes, most times you hear each other telling other women that, hey, don't show him all or don't do that in case of divorce. The wedding has not even happened.
So it tells clearly, the marriages lately is about the ceremony, not even about
the negative mindset.
And sometimes I see like wedding videos where the pastor says, okay, for better, for worse, what's the name? Sharing all my earthly possessions. And the man is quiet and the congregation, they are laughing.
They call back.
Yeah, because they feel like, they're like, no. And I'm like, if you cannot give me your earthly possessions, if I'm one, maybe that day now, just say I'll marry you again. Not because I'm a gold digger, but it just vows. The word is earthly possessions.
So what is the system that has created that impression? There's that fear.
Excellent.
There's that fear.
Some don't even want to do court marriages.
So,
because they feel
yes,
that.
there's that fear because the system has created that impression that we are entering the marriage to do evil to each other.
True.
That's the system. But then if marriage is built on love, okay, why do I hide my stuff? Because I know even if she would not intentionally do wrong to me, even if she does wrong, we can talk about it and I will understand it. So she can take $1 million of my money. It doesn't matter. I know she's going to use it for something.
Don't you think it also comes with the choice of partners we choose?
Very, very important.
Because if I am choosing a partner, I should be comfortable if my husband is holding my phone.
But because you're under pressure, you will choose the wrong partner. Because we are not entering marriage for the purpose of marriage.
And alignment.
Yes. They say you are a young woman, you should be stable in marriage.
Why is that Martha isn't married? But they are putting pressure on Martha. Exactly. But Martha is living a very purposeful life than a lot of women that are married.
I have a friend that someone said that, oh, you need to settle down. He said, I'm settled.
Okay. So see, religion actually would, have played a role in, this competition thing. But that is because some of the provisions that I've mentioned, man, woman, companionship, marriage, I believe are misunderstood.
Okay.
And I will speak from the Islamic perspective. But then even in the Christian perspective, it is said somewhere, Yah will help me, that he that finds a wife
Finds
finds
a
a
good
good
thing.
and
obtain
comforting
Yes.
favor.
Comforting.
Lord.
Yes.
So you see, good thing and obtains favor from the Lord.
Yeah.
There's a very similar provision in Islam, but that one it's a recording what like the hadith of the Prophet. Hadith is practically what the Prophet said that people have recorded. He says, "He that finds a wife completes half of his deen,
Beautiful.
half of his faith."
Beautiful.
So the Islamic religion, let's say it is 100%. They say, he that finds a wife completes half of your faith. So you just need another, to live a certain life to be able to reach the 100, to attain the 100%. You see, and then there's also another part, another hadith where the Prophet described our partners, men, our wives, as our garment.
Deep.
Garment is our clothes, And what are garments supposed to do? They are supposed to conceal our defects.
Cover,
True.
They are supposed to protect us from, the harshness of the weather and the environment and every part of that. So a woman, if you consider these two, first, a woman is a safeguarder. A woman is supposed to be a protector. I see, but someone can misunderstood a garment.
Yeah.
The Prophet describing women as our garment. Someone can misunderstood that a garment is just something I can use when I don't want it. I discard it.
Yeah.
So, and that is where there is a problem. But if a woman if after all the Prophet said I'm a garment to my husband. So if a woman to interpret this way, you feel like she will feel undervalued.
Yeah.
And then the support that she would have to give to the marriage, she will not give that. You see, and that is when you would have, this competition of, well, okay, since I'm a garment, let me do this for these people, or let me reserve this.
Yeah.
Like things that she would normally do to keep the house or the man comfortable. She will definitely not do that. So yes, religion, but culture has been a very big influence on this competition, especially in this part of our world. But even in the modern, the Europes and the Americas, you would have noticed that, as Mr. Marvin put it, the systems, have been so played to the advantage of men that today, some people see marriage as a business. Okay, we just get married. In 1 or so years, we are divorced.
And then
and go.
So I think they are selfish people who have purposely seen that.
So religion has played a part, has played a role. But if we go back to the genesis of this conversation, why did God created woman in the first place? Because man was lonely.
You are the weaker vessels.
Somebody said man was just wandering about.
Like a
in
moo.
some versions,
Yes, the man was just wandering about, and God said to put this guy in a proper, to get him on the right track, he needs a companion. And
we are powerful. It's like we don't understand.
But these things are not properly understood.
There may be
why
God
you see,
or spirituality.
And let's even continue with this, the Genesis, the story of creation. It is said both in the Christian scriptures and Islamic scriptures that men were fashioned out of clay.
Yes.
And then women are fashioned from the rib, which is a
man.
bone.
Yes.
So a clay and a bone, which one is
Stronger.
So as God, the people you created with our races, we are not their level again. So.
Exactly.
But I feel that I will come back to you. I feel that the reason why these things sometimes may be happening is because two things. We do not understand one, the institution of marriage.
Yeah,
it's like you are going to senior high school.
Yeah.
You can't go and say, "Oh, I've come to SS, but I'll jump the wall when I want
No,
to."
yeah,
So I
exactly.
think that's what we are
I love what
doing
you're
now.
saying. Yes. That
It's
is
like I want to have an SS certificate.
Yes.
Or I want to go to the university and have a degree. But if you give me quiz, I won't write. If you give me exams, I won't write. The time I want, I'll come to school.
Yeah, you can't
By
do
the end of the 4 years, I feel that I should be awarded as
Even though
somebody.
you didn't make
So
in the
the school
effort
is
that-
giving me 800%, which is classrooms, teachers, resources, guidance, year 1, year 2, giving me courses to study. But I'm not giving my all by coming to class, doing my assignments, respecting people, and not even causing fight. I think that marriage is like that. It's like at school.
Yes.
But now too, we don't also marry based on purpose. So like you were saying, hey, Charlie, Charlie, when are you getting married? And
That
I'm
pressure.
here, somebody will just come and say, oh, I like you, like your friend, Charlie, he's a nice guy, he has money, he can take. Now that's what we think, how he can take care of you.
Yeah.
Or you were a guy, Charlie, just look for some woman and settle down. Your
Yeah.
friend, oh, Charlie, just settle down, you grow.
Yeah.
All of us.
And you see where
like-
there's a word just.
Just
Just do this.
And people don't marry for love or out of purpose. We feel like it's true. Why are these married? Why are we in the same class? Let me just get someone and marry. And we find out that, purpose is misinterpreted. So we don't build a friendship, because when you have purpose in you, even when you meet the person, there is, an alignment. Like if you meet the person, like you don't struggle. Look at me talking like from experience.
No, Charlie. No, in the spirit though.
Like once you meet the person, there
In the
is something
spirit.
that would happen.
You
with-
click.
with your heart.
that
That
connection.
conversations become normal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think that
She's taking over our conversation.
we are not. No, I'm adding. No, today I'm on your side. I think no. I'm so passionate about this because if you do not have a good head,
Yeah.
your life will be useless.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I see other girls who I know would have done better than I am doing.
Yeah.
But because it was like, just marry,
Yeah.
they get married and it's some
truncates
way.
the purpose,
There are
yeah.
also some men who push you even after marriage. I was telling some friends just this week that I need a man who is calm and firm.
Yeah.
And you're like, because there are times I can be so lazy and things. And I feel like I need a man who will be like, I know you have this zeal, get up and go and
And
do
do
this.
what you yes.
So don't see that Chalemata, so you are doing so well. There are times I don't want to work.
Yeah.
This morning I was so tired. As at 5 a.m. I woke up, I was awake, but if I didn't probably put myself in that position, I won't be here today.
Yeah.
So if we do not understand that marriage is a school and that you need to put your 100%, the man will put his 100%. Yes, some people can change. That one is there. I'm not reading out that fact.
Yeah, we are not generalizing.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel that as men, when you also get a woman, let her understand your mission. I'm coming to your mission in life.
Yeah.
Observe her. Don't just look at my breast, my buttocks, and everything.
Yeah.
If I can fit into your mission, and pray. Some of you men don't pray. Last week I was praying with some women. No, I was praying with some women, and there's this thing of praying mothers, praying women,
Yeah,
women
praying
who
wives.
pray, praying wives. You have left that work for us, which is not right.
Yeah.
So please, this one day, I know it's about you, but I think that I know, like, especially like the two of you, you are men, you're a pastor and a man of God and all that. But what can we say when
He's
it
a
comes to
lay preacher.
but all this thing is to delve into one thing: the spiritual covering of the home.
Yeah.
That's just my question.
Yeah.
If I say who takes charge, it could be it could be true and not true. But looking at the spiritual covering of the home, what should we also do to help you? Because we are assuming that you're already taking charge of the spiritual covering. But what should we do as women to support our husbands, our fathers, our men when they want to cover the home spiritually? And also tell us about the importance of the man's covering over the home. Okay, Pastor, go ahead.
Well, it boils down to the architecture of this whole spiritual exercise. But not to single out a group though, but there was this women group that constantly were praying. I think the likes of Aglo for Jesus, it was specifically designed for women.
Yeah.
Young women, grown women come together and pray. The men were left out.
Yeah.
You get it. Aglo didn't even factor men in there.
Yeah.
And we saw even most men rather putting resources and money into it.
Yeah.
And so it's high time we also thought about having
men and
you get it, something similar like that. There should be that conscious effort just as the women had back in the day, so that we can also grow along or get along very effectively with our prayer or spiritual life. You get it, and not be left behind.
Okay, don't have. Okay.
What I can say is that the family or the home is a priesthood, and the chief priest has to be the man. A house or a home that the man is not prayerful or spiritual is doomed. So you were asking, what can a woman do? Yes, of course, already a woman is supportive prayer partner and all that. But when that peace is created, then a man can function well in his spirituality. A home where there's no toxicity, it's easier for a man to know the important things, differentiate the important things from the unimportant things.
Okay.
When there's so much trouble at home, that's when a man looks out there, and that's what affects his spirituality. Meanwhile, he's supposed to be the head when it comes to, because of that spiritual hierarchy, that God passes things through the head of the family to the rest of the family. So even in a family where a man prays, is a prayer warrior, the wife can go and sleep. Yes, you can just sleep. The children can sleep. Nothing happens. But if it's the other way around, it doesn't.
Okay. Komodo, briefly, we don't have.
Okay, so if you're talking spirituality as far as the home is concerned, me, as I said, I'm from the Islamic perspective, the man has to always lead. So even how to get, the kids and even the wife spiritually inclined to, to believe in the faith and to practice the faith, it is put on the man. And Islam has guided us, has told us, okay, your child is free from age 1 to 7. From 7, teach him. If you are going to the mosque, take him along and all that. Don't use force. But there's a certain age it says you should use mild force. When you don't see that like he is spiritually, use mild force to be able to get the child to know God practically. So for this one, and again, it is a collective thing, because prayer or whatever, is compulsory on the man and the woman. For children at some age, it's not compulsory on them, but at a certain age it is. So for a man and a woman, just as the man is enjoined to pray 5 times a day, the woman is enjoined to pray 5 times a day. So if I see a defect, a deficiency in the way you relate with God, I have to be able to speak to you. And if you see a defect in the way I relate with God, you have to speak to me. So, and you see, and God trusts in the God. He responds quite quickly to the collective.
Beautiful,
You understand that. So from where I sit, as someone who carries the Islamic faith, this is 50-50.
Okay.
But the man has to always, be upfront. But if the woman notices the defect, the woman has to be able to.
So just add that to your final words. We are out.
My final word: International Men's Day. We are not afraid that women have caught up with us.
Okay.
We are not also asking to be elevated above women. We are asking to be recognized for the effort we make.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. So just to second what he's saying, basically, men should be appreciated well, no matter the little efforts. The mindset behind living life and living it well alone should be appreciated, and that will propel us to do better. Thank you.
Okay, your final one.
So I would say that men are also emotional beings. If women claim that they are emotional and they were created out of men, then men are the emotional warehouses, the bigger emotional people. So a little bit of sensitivity towards the needs of men in creating a very good environment would go a long way to help us, so that we can also focus on our purpose as well as the collective purpose of the family. Yeah, that's what I can say.
The collective efforts of the family. And if you have a man who is prayerful or who is, conscious about the family, or even with his own personal development, everybody, it's going to blossom. And don't forget, that the men are saying that they love us, they support us, but we should also appreciate what they do for us, because they've been appreciating us. That's what that is. They've been appreciating us, but they are also emotional beings. So sometimes don't just push away their emotions or think that, oh, this thing now, what's this small thing now, you are crying.
And then nagging, it has to stop. Then nagging.
So,
the nagging has to stop.
Please. On behalf of all the men, we are saying that we'll do better to our partners, to our husbands, to our boyfriends, to our friends. We'll try to do better, and we'll also continue to support you. And we'll also try to give you more opportunities. Sometimes, like when opportunities come, we give more women the opportunities. But we have men who are also doing very well, and we do want to give you the opportunities as well. It's been great bringing you this episode. And remember, November 22nd, International Men's Day Men's Conference at the Martha Inspires Foundation's premises. You can join us if you are in Tamale for a great time of mentorship, a great time of learning. It's just going to be great. And of course, we are at Maga's Royal Hotel right here in Tamale. This episode is brought to you right from Maga's Royal Hotel. I have been speaking with Mr. Marve Achia. He is a youth advocate, Yawaje Dankwa, popularly called YAD at Asase Radio, a broadcast journalist. And Kumbundo, I just forgot to say Kumbundo, a man from Kumbundo, Idrisu Kumbundo. He's also a broadcast journalist, and they have all these three have been part of our Boys Empowerment program that will be running for almost 2 years now, and we've made tremendous impact in the lives of young boys, because I do not want anyone to come and break my daughter's heart. So I'm starting at this point so that by the time I start having my kids, they'll be responsible, grown, groomed, and amazing young men in our society. We'll reduce drug abuse, we'll reduce social vices, because our men are equally very important in our lives. Thank you so much for watching. I am Martha Inspires. Do have a good night. Hello there, and welcome to Thoughts from Martha Inspires. Today I want to talk to you about what I have captioned, You Will Be Fine. Whatever you are going through, are you anxious? Are you depressed? Whatever situation that you are thinking, will this issue ever pass? I want to assure you, I don't have all the answers today, but you will be fine. God will heal you. He will restore you, and He would honor you. Whatever your heart is feeling, that pain, that anger, that distress, I don't know what the world is saying to you, what the situation seems like, but all I know is that you will be fine. God will heal that heart of pain. Is your heart broken? Are you depressed out of family issues or educational issues or even financial issues? You don't know where the next meal will come. This season will pass. This season of uncertainty, this season that you don't even know how to maneuver around, it will come to pass, and you will embrace a season of healing, a season of restoration, and a season of honor. I know that one day you will get back to this video and you will be happy that these few words of mine inspired you. Thank you for watching this episode on Thoughts from Martha Inspires. See you next time.